We are the American Legion Department of New Jersey. Be the one.
Good morning, everyone. I promise you I won't take too much of your time. I want to be done before it starts to snow. I want to thank Brigadier General Yvonne Mays for that very kind introduction, and Yvonne for your leadership as Adjutant General and as Commissioner of the New Jersey Department of Military and Veterans Affairs. I also want to thank the entire DMAVA team, including Deputy Commissioner in the Ryan Seacrest of DMAVA, Vinnie Salamino, Deputy Adjutant General Mike LaPointe, and all of your colleagues who work tirelessly every single day to honor the service and sacrifice of New Jersey's veterans. To all of the officials here this morning, including members of our cabinet, elected officials. I was just on with Senator Andy Kim, who is stuck in a train outside of Baltimore and is crushed. He can't be here today. The only silver lining I took from that is it turns out we're not the only state with train troubles. But Andy in absentia, who has not missed this since he was elected to the House, to all of the county, legislative, local, and state officials, by the way, importantly and appropriately from both sides of the aisle, I thank you for joining us to honor our nation's heroes. And to every hero who has courageously served our nation in uniform, I want to begin by saying on behalf of our entire 9.5 million member New Jersey family, thank you for everything you have done to defend freedom, both here at home and across the globe. And I also want to thank all of the family members, friends, and loved ones for their own service to our country. We are deeply indebted to you all for the profound sacrifices you have made. Today, each headstone on this hallowed ground is marked by an American flag. Let's hear it for the Boy and Girl Scouts who put them out there every single year. And in my time as governor, Yvonne reminded me more often than not in the rain, as they did it last night. But those flags are symbols that remind us every time we see it flying high and proud of the memory of the heroes who gave their last full measure of devotion in its service. This year's Memorial Day carries with it added meaning. Yvonne mentioned the 50th anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War. It is also coming in the very same month as the 80th anniversary of Victory in Europe Day, which marked the end of nearly 6 years of unrelenting war in Europe and one of the darkest chapters in human history. It was a conflict defined by unimaginable human suffering, but it was also a conflict defined by the extraordinary courage of countless ordinary Americans who answered the call of duty and emerged as heroes for the ages. One of those heroes was Second Lieutenant William Scott of Passaic. Just about a year out of high school, Lieutenant Scott bravely enlisted in the U.S. Army Air Corps and served as a navigator within the 68th Bombardment Squadron, 44th Bombardment Group. During Operation Tidal Wave, considered by some to be the bloodiest air battle in the history of war, Lieutenant Scott's plane was shot down over Romania. Newspaper articles spoke of his family's anguish and his mom's hope that of the 310 airmen killed and 186 captured or interned, that he would be among the survivors. As the decades passed, hope for his return alive waned, but hope for his identification and return never did. Nearly 80 years after the fateful fiery crash, the remains of Second Lieutenant William Scott were identified. He had been buried as an unknown hero in Romania alongside other Allied soldiers. This past December, Second Lieutenant William Scott was finally laid to rest on American soil right here at Brigadier General William C. Doyle Memorial Cemetery. And we welcome this courageous young airman home to New Jersey, and we thank him for the indelible sacrifice he made to defeat the Axis powers and ensure a lasting peace. Each and every Memorial Day, we renew our solemn promise to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. The fact that we never stopped searching for Lieutenant Scott until he was found is proof that we intend to keep that promise. His headstone, and every headstone across the nearly or more than 200 acres here, will forever be a stark reminder that freedom is never free. It has been maintained throughout our nation's history by ordinary people who have taken extraordinary risks to defend this nation we love. I recently had the high honor to reflect on their courage and sacrifice as this group up here and others proudly welcome home 1,500 soldiers from New Jersey's Army National Guard, part of the 44th Infantry Brigade Combat Team, who were deployed to Iraq, Kuwait, and Syria in support of Operation Inherent Resolve. Our state could not be more profoundly thankful, not just for their service, but that every single one of them came home safely. Amen. But their willingness to serve, fully aware of the risks, stands as a testament to their courage and is something we must never, ever take for granted. On days like today, we are reminded that our gratitude to those who have fought and died in service of our nation must go beyond words. We must honor that sacrifice with deeds, not just today or this weekend, but the whole year round, by supporting our veterans, honoring their families, and standing united in defense of the values they fought to protect. Thank you. This is my last time at this service as governor, and it has been a profound honor for each of the past 8 years. May God bless you all and all who have served, and may God continue to bless the great state of New Jersey and the United States of America.
We are the American Legion Department of New Jersey. Be the one.